Hello everyone, welcome back to my workshop. I'm happy to have you here because today we have got a lot to cover. First of all, I want to finish my cutlery set. In the past week I let it sit in water for 2 days and then dry it another 5 days. And I was doing this because all of the splinters will come out of the wood, so now I can hand sand it up to silky finish and then conserve it with a beeswax. Second thing I want to show you is my Touchmark. I was trying to create one back from like the Damascus videos. At first I tried to create it here in my workshop by chiseling in the logo into one of the hard discs that I created before, and this of course didn't work. But I was trying to create some merge of S and B, and after stamping it in piece of steel, the shape looked absolutely different than I intended, but I liked it much more, so I asked my friend to mill the new stamp with a carbide burr. And this didn't work as well, as it is not able to transfer enough detail, so the final mark is really disturbed. The final solution was to ask the friend again to mill out directly the stamp. And this finally worked. The imprint looks exactly how I intended it to look, so now I just have to hope that the whole thing won't come apart, because I've got no means of repair. Last thing I want to focus on today is my forge. It is a bit broken, as you can see. The reason is that when I was welding it, I was welding with stick welder for the first time in my life. And that comes with tons of slag embedded in the weld. And as the forge was heating up and cooling down, expanding and contracting, the slag gradually crumbled up and fell out of the weld, which created huge holes. And through those holes, now air is leaking, and because of that, coal in the forge burns not only in the crucible, where it is intended, but also on the sides, which is wasteful, and also it is eating away the metal sheet from which the table is made. Everything I wanted to do today is finished. That's awesome, and awesome is also the fact that I finally have the Touchmark. It took me such a long time to create the perfect imprint that I wanted. So that's great, but what is not great is the forge. I mean, the forge itself is working, but the welds on it, they are still bad. Not that bad as the first time, but they are not good. And I thought that they will turn out better. I was welding really a lot behind the camera, just training. Two straight pieces of steel together, right angle, 45 degrees. You know, but welding something that is round, that has stupid angles and huge gaps between the welded pieces is just something absolutely different, 1000%, and I was unable to do it correctly. At least the forge should now last few more months, and I hope I will learn the welding better till then. And if I was unable to learn it till then, I can just fix it the same way as I did today. The main point is that the forge is not destroying itself. And finally the cutlery is finished after 3 episodes. So now I can put them away and start doing something else. No, I won't. It's just weird to say it's good and throw it away. I want to test them. And there's no better way to do it than to prepare some meal and try eating it with them. Okay, I'm ready. I ditched the cooking meal part because I'm too lazy to cook. It's definitely not because of my non-existent cooking skill. And as you can see, the knife is working. It cuts great. Maybe it's not the best knife for cheese because it's quite thick, so it needs quite a big force to drive it through the cheese, but other than that, it's fine. The cheese is also fine. And now for the spoon. I already know that it's quite shallow, so you will eat soup quite a long time with this spoon, but other than that, it should be just fine. Let's try it. It's good. Sweet. Surprisingly. Oh yeah, that was such a stupid idea with the honey. But the spoon is great, it fits into the mouth nicely, it's smooth, it's not trying to tear your lips or mouth. Yeah, it feels just great in the mouth. The only downside comes from the fact that it's forged, which means that it's made from standard carbon steel, not stainless steel. And the carbon steel is much more chemically active, so when you put the spoon in your mouth, you feel the metal on your tongue. But that just comes with the design. And also it's not that bad as you can imagine. If you will use it at home for normal eating, you won't feel it at all. It's only noticeable when you try to clean up the spoon in your mouth. And that's it for the test and also for today's video. It's great that I managed to finish all things that I wanted to, because next time we can start another project. I am thinking of something less useful than so far, so we won't be making tools. We will focus on the blacksmith artwork, I would say. But I'm not sure yet what exactly we are gonna be making, so we will have to wait for 1 week to find out. So have a good one, thank you for watching and bye bye.